executive producer of the Summer Peace Festival. The reason it started last year, we did it for a tribute to the Sendong victims and sort of to raise some money to reforest the riverbanks. And this year we've sort of expanded into the whole concept of peace, which is something we really need in Mindanao right now.
So we're here in Kawakawa Boulevard here in Zamboanga City. We're doing a coastal cleanup that's part of the SPF13 Summer Peace Festival. This is a peace with nature part of the whole Peace Fest. So we're trying to inspire people to really make a difference by coming here every day. You know, the waters, they keep getting dirty because people throw things, and it's really hard to, you know, make a change in a day, but really with one drop, hopefully more people see it and they all take action day by day.
The whole idea of SPF was to create an event to bring in a lot of people from different walks of life, different religions, ethnic backgrounds, so that everyone can experience something that you can relate to, and that is music. You know, music and some art, and if you bring these people together, you have this fantastic experience. That's peace right there.
My name is Marie Gonzalez. I am the Chief Vegetable Whisperer and owner of Kitchen Revolution, which is an Alabang-based vegetarian gourmet company. And I teach vegetarian cooking classes and workshops. I make ice cream. I make vegan ice cream and gluten-free bread. So I'm really into alternative foods. And I run a small commissary kitchen at home. Okay, I know Marco Lobregat, who's one of the organizers. I actually work with his company, which is Ministry of Mushrooms. I buy his mushrooms, turn them into products, and then he buys them from me, and then he sells them in the market. So he invited me to share my knowledge of plant-based food or just plant food to the Zamboangueños. So I did a green smoothie workshop just earlier, a few hours ago and showed people how to make a drink using fruits and vegetables, and it's healthy, it's good for you, detoxifying. Unfortunately, the typical Filipino diet is very unhealthy. If you take a look at most Filipinos' plates when they have a meal, it's mostly brown and white. Brown meat, white rice. No color whatsoever. And I think that is, to have optimum health, you gotta eat all the colors of the rainbow. Brown isn't really a color, right? So less on the white unless it's a vegetable. So unfortunately, because of the way Filipinos eat, mostly meat, mostly white rice, they're suffering from so many ailments such as obesity, heart disease, uric acid, and it's this vicious cycle where they're just so addicted to the meat and addicted to the white rice that they can't appreciate vegetables or brown rice for that matter. And that's one thing that I hope, that's sort of my advocacy. It's partly my business. I would really want to change the way people think of food. Yes, to be vegetarian is not a popular choice. I live in an omnivorous world, and it's something that can maybe sometimes be lonely or frustrating, but it tells us about the reality, that this is why I do what I do. I'm vegetarian. I want to share the reasons why I'm vegetarian with people, and not just the ethical aspect, but also the health aspect. I mean, there's so many facets to why you should become vegetarian. I mean, environmentalism is also a part of it. That's partly why I became vegetarian. But largely, it's largely love for animals. Like, if you don't think animals should be treated wrongly or abused, then you shouldn't really be eating meat. So, okay, 3 reasons. For environment, meat is actually like number 1 or number 2 in terms of carbon emissions and the nitrogen. Well, basically in factory farms, when you have a lot of cows and a lot of pigs, and they create a lot of excrement. I was gonna say the S word. Then those have been shown to pollute a lot of our waters. And I think if you really care about the environment, you really should go vegetarian. And it's just because of carbon emissions. Okay, that's number 1. And also how they clear rainforests just to grow soy, not for human consumption, but mostly for animal consumption. So a lot of rainforests have disappeared because of animal agriculture. Another is for our health. Most diseases can be connected to our meat consumption and dairy consumption. So meat, dairy, and egg, anything that comes from an animal. So whether it's Alzheimer's disease or autism or cancer, like a lot of diseases can either be healed, reversed, or maintained by eating a whole foods plant-based diet. So that number 2 is health. Number 3 is really ethics. If you have a pet, if you love dogs and you love your dog, you love your cat, but you treat them so well like they're your children, what makes it okay that you can love a dog but eat a chicken, or love your cat and eat a pig? So I think in the scheme of things, all animals even though one may be smarter than the other, that should not determine, or maybe one is more affectionate than the other, that shouldn't determine whether they should be eaten or not, or abused or not. So that's number 3, top 3 reasons.